Okay. So now we are going to write a iterative statements. Okay. What is the iterative statement means? Suppose we have one array and we want to display like table. So we want to iterate one by one, and we want to display like this. So this is the task we are going to do this. So whenever you want to iterate one by one, and we have to go for a statements called iterating in array. Okay. So in React, how we are going to do the iterative statements. For this iteration purpose, what we are going to do, first we will do one simple numbers. And then we are going to load this data, dynamic data from backend, and we are going to display in a table so that we can see how the array is going to work out. Let's go to our sample. So localhost 3000 is our port number. So inside the port number, whenever I am clicking login, for now what we want to do, I want to navigate to dashboard page. Okay, so let's go to our project. So where we are writing, we are clicking here. Okay, so here we want to navigate from one page to another page. So what is the hook? We can use it, we can use a use history. Constant history is equal to use history. Okay, so here you can import this use history from there. And now which route we want to navigate? Once this everything is done, finally we'll say history data push, and I want to navigate to dashboard page. Inside the dashboard, I am having a employees, and that component is there. So let's click on dashboard. So I am going to click on a login. So after the logout, see it is logging. I have logged in already, and employees page is there. So whenever I'm going to click on employees, my employees page is coming. Here I will remove this hard coded data. We are going to display dynamic data, employees data we are going to display. So let us go to this employee page first. I'll open the employee page and close the all other things here. And let me open employee page. Okay. So by default, here we have written this location, all these things. This is not required for our scenario. So that is the reason I'm going to clean it up, and we are going to have a fresh page. So let me remove everything. So here we are having a simple empty page table. So now I want to first, let us go with some simple example. I will display 1, 2, 3, 4, one array. That array I want to display in a table, something like this. Let us try to do it. So first create one array. How to create one array? Constant roll numbers is equal to, you can write like a 100, 200, and we can write like a some 300, 400. You can write any number of arguments. Inside the array, we can write any number of arguments, right? That is okay. So now we want to display this array here. So whenever you want to display array, you can write like this, right? Open bracket, and simply I am going to print it like this. Whenever we are going to print like this, we are going to get a what is the page we are going to get it? So 100, 200, 300. It is printing one by one, but we don't want like this. We want to print like a table, index, and I want to print a roll number. So for this reason, I am going to, how can we print it? Suppose first write a table. How to write a table? Table tag. Okay. Inside the table tag, you can write a th. Inside the th, you can write a tr, and roll number. You can close this. So I don't have a name and salary and those things. For now, I will say serial number and roll number. Only two properties I will say. So, and I am going to end the tr. Okay. So one after the tr, we need to end the th. So this is about the table head. Now we need to write the table body. Let's write the table body. T body. Inside the T body. So let's close the T body also. So again we are going to write a one tr first. Tr. Let us write normal HTML. Okay. So we'll write a two rows first. TD is equal to 1 and second row is equal to 100. And let us write to duplicate the same thing, same information. TD is equal to 2, roll number is equal to 2. Let us this fine. File, format, save it, and reload the table. So we are going to have a table. You want a bootstrap table, you can apply the table style. Class name is equal to table hyphen hover. You can apply all the bootstrap classes. So it is going to see, it is going to apply. You want a border table, you can write a table hyphen border. And even if you don't need by heart data, you can go to bootstrap and check it. That is okay. So now we have a 1 and 2. But here inside there, how many elements are there? 4 is there. But even this is not a real values, hard coded values, right? Now I want to remove the hard coded values. I want to replace it. What is my array name? Roll number. If you want to access first element, how to access first element? You can remove here and you can write like a roll number of 0. Roll number of 0. So what will happen? Automatically first value will be printing, right? Suppose in the second row I want to print a second value. How to print the second value? Let's go to here, roll number 1. Suppose like this I can write it, right? Now we are going to print a dynamic data. But the problem is how many elements are here? 4. Since you know the 4 elements, you are going to write 4 TRs. But if you load the employee data, do you know how many employees are there? We don't know. Sometimes 10 can be there, 100 can be there, 1 can be there, but we cannot write this many TRs, right? So that is the main problem here. If you are hard coding like this, TR, 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 and it is will be hard coded only, but we don't know number of how many employees, how many arrays is there. That is the reason we should not write a code like this, directly TR, something like this, okay? We should write our code dynamically. That is the reason we are going for a iterative statements in the React. Okay. So here, you know, array, inside the array, we have one map method, right? What is this of map method? Converting data from one format to another format. Now I want to convert my normal format into JavaScript JSX element. That is the reason we are going for a map method. So I'm going to remove this TR. First I have written one TR, right? I'll keep like this because I want this TR to be duplicated multiple times. I want to display it. So whatever the code you want to duplicate it, let us keep it. Now I'm going to write one JSX code. Okay. What is our array name? Roll numbers. And what is the method we should use? It a map. Okay. So inside the map method, I am going to do like this. Okay. So do like this. And I'm going to let us write one by one instead of completing in the same syntax. Let us write to one by one. Okay. So this map method is going to take a one ES6 function. So first clear, right? So this is roll number and this is a map, and this map will take a one ES6 function. That ES6 function, it will require two arguments. First is nothing but a each value. You can keep any name here, A, B, any name you can keep it. Okay. And second is the index. Like what is the index? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It will print like this. Okay. And here you can write a arrow symbol and you can write a arrow. This is a normal method. Inside the normal method, you should return a HTML element, any HTML element. That element will be repeated for those many times. For sample sake, what I'm going to do, I am going to cut this normal I have done for first row, right? I am going to cut it here and I will say return, okay, return, and I am going to paste it here. That's all. Okay. Whatever I have copy pasted earlier, I am going to paste it inside the return statement. Let us see what is the value we are going to see. 10, like 1, 100, again 100, because how many elements are there coming now? 4 elements. I will go to my array. Again, I am going to add 2 more elements. 345, 542 something. Now how many rows it will come? See, 6 is coming. First one thing is clear. How many rows are elements are in my array? Those many elements are coming. That is fixed, right? Now that is because of this map method. Okay, that is because of this map method. Now I want to replace dynamic data. I don't want to always show 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So that is the reason here index is there. I will copy this index. I will remove this one and I will paste it. So where is your index is going to print? Let us see and see the demo. Okay, it is printing a index. I want to replace their value, not like index. So that is the reason I'm going to add a inside the JSX. Now it is going to print a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But my index, I want to start from 1. I don't want to print 0. Then what is the technique I can use it? +1. Automatically all values will print 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yes. Let's go here. Inside the JSX syntax, we can write a plus also. In the first example, I say 5 plus 5, right? So here I will say index +1. Anything is fine. Let us go and save it now. Say 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I want to replace these values right side. So where this value is storing in this roll number? I am going to store this roll number I will remove everything and place something like this. Okay, let us see what is the, see 100 to 100. So this is my array value, here my original data. So very simple, right? You no need to write that 10 times. Now go and remove two values. Automatically your table also will be removing those two values. Okay, something like this we can do it. Suppose some people what they will do, here they are writing roll numbers, right? They will copy again, they will paste it here. Please don't do this mistake. Okay, so if you are going to do like this, it is going to print 100. It's not the thing. Whatever you have done in the map, what is the first argument? You can keep a, no problem. So what is my first argument name? A. So that a name I should give it here. Okay, so that is the one my output. Now we are printing 100, something like this, right? So this is how we should print the dynamic values. Okay, so now we are done with the dynamic value. Suppose if I am having object, how you are going to do it? You can say a dot name here, a dot name. Suppose if your is a employee name, so what you can do? A dot employee number, employee name, something like this we can print it. If it is a normal string or a number, you can directly write like this. Yeah, that's all. That is more than enough. Okay, so this is a normal simple example for the printing a array. So now we have an array, we are printing also, that is perfectly fine. Now second case is, now we want to load our real data. This time I don't want to display like this. I want to load the real data. This is also we will do with the simple example. We have load our real data here, right? So array is here. I will copy the entire array and I am going to paste it here. First simple case we'll go it. So I am going to remove this empty array and I will change my name also. I will say employees. Employees is equal to, I am going to copy paste everything from my Swagger response. Now that is done, right? So what is my variable name? Employees. Okay, I'm going to copy it. Here I will remove this employees. So whenever I'm going to roll number, I will say employees dot map. So inside the employee, what object I am having it? EMP, employee object. I will say employee, something like this. Okay, this is employees. Inside the employees, what object is there? EMP is there. Let us go with the EMP. So inside the EMP is an object. Whenever you are trying to print object, what is the error we are going to get it? Whiteboard will get it. Okay, let us see whiteboard error and we'll solve it. Correct, right? So now I don't want that. I don't want to print that one. What is the one I want to print it? I want to print my employee name. Suppose I want to print my employee name. Let us see here now. See, 1 Trinits 0, 2 Trinits 1. Suppose now I want to print my mobile number also. Let us have another column in the header and we'll print in the bottom also. Let us try to do. So let's see. I want to print mobile number, address 1, address 2. Only these three. The remaining is we'll do later. Let us go with the, how many columns we want? 3 columns. Where we want to write that columns in the header part. Name, that is okay. And second one, th. I will say th, mobile number, mobile, okay, and I will write like a th. I'll say address 1 and address 2. Okay, so now I have written a 3 columns in the top, but in the bottom also I need to write a 3 TDs, right? Then only table will be equal. So let's write it here. I will say copy. If you want to copy paste, alt control down arrow, so it will copy paste the same line. Okay, so let us click here. What is the first property I want to give it here? Mobile number. Okay, so what, see here, what is the property name for mobile number? Let us see here. What is the property name? Property name here, bank account. And there is no mobile number here. Only bank account is there. Let's go with the bank account. I don't have a mobile number. Let's change this one with the bank account. And here I will say bank account. Okay. And third one, what is the property I want to display it? Address property. So inside the address, let us see here. Do you have any address property? No. They have it only like PAN card is there. Let's print with the PAN card. So I will say PAN here and in the bottom also PAN. So that is 4 is fine. File, save all. Let us go and see. This is this is a company's page. Okay, this is the employee's page. We are seeing in a wrong direction. Employee number, designation, bank account and PAN we are printing. Okay, and we can print designation also. That is fine. Let's go and see bank account, bank and PAN number. So this is the real page. Bank account is there and PAN is there. For our page also bank is there, PAN is there. But the only difference is we are hard coding the data. We are not loading any data. We are directly writing our data from where? We are in the top in the array. Okay. So, but that is fine. We have the data. Once you get the data, you know how to print the data. Okay. So here you are going to write like this. One important point here is whenever you are iterating here, if you open your inspector, there is one error will be there in the console. Okay, there is no key. It will complain about key. Hey developer, React is work based on the virtual DOM. It need to compare with the previous value or not. If you want to compare, there is one ID should be there. You are not giving this ID and it is giving one error here. Okay, error will come, but output will be there. Sometimes in interview they will see, I am not writing that key property, whether you are going to get output or error. You will get the output, but in the console there will be error also. Okay, both. To fix this problem, I will go here. Which is the first tag I am writing? A tr tag. Go to the tr tag and write a property called key. Okay, key. So this key I am going to write it. Here you should give always unique key value. Always it should be unique. It should not be duplicated. So that is the reason I will say employee dot id property. There is an id property. Always id will be different for each employee. That is the reason I'm giving a employee dot id. Sometimes you will not have this id property. Don't worry. Simply give like a index. Index also will be giving a different for each array, right? So each index also will work, or you can go for a this also. Let us clear it. I'm going to reload the page. See, is there any error? No error. So now tell me, what is the use of this key property? Key, whenever it will be like a React will use this key for re-rendering process. In virtual DOM, it will use this key for comparison. That is the reason it will use a key property. Okay. Now, once we have array, we know how to display the data. Correct, right? Once we have the array, we know how to display the data. Now, what we want to do, we will go to the final conclusion. We are going to remove this array. I am going to have an empty array. Empty array. So now what is the value? I am having empty. Now we need to load the data really from the website, not hard coding anywhere. So if you want to load any data from any other website, we have used one method, fetch method. Do you remember in JavaScript, there is a fetch method. Inside the fetch method, we have a promises and something like this, right? Let us have this one. Okay. So we have seen this table, right? I will stop the recording here.